Little Nightmares is a new game from the folks at Bandai Namco, and you've been playing it for us, Deb.
I have indeed. My
And
God.
is it giving you little nightmares?
Not yet, but I'm sure it will in the future, in my dreams, or, well, nightmares, should I say. But it's certainly got to me in real life, for sure.
Okay. It is a creepy old game, Little Nightmares. So we've both been playing it. You've put a lot more time into it than I have. I've not really got that far through it. It's not the longest game.
No, it's a relatively short adventure.
Yeah, and I think the price reflects that. I think that the collector's
Yeah.
edition is 30 quid, which is fairly reasonable. And to be honest,
It's a
after
steal.
playing through it, I'm thinking about nipping out and grabbing that actually because it does look pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of want it too.
So yeah, we'll run through it. I think the way that I've described it to a couple of people is it's Tim Burton meets Little Big Planet.
Yeah, definitely. It's yeah, and R.L. Stein as well. It reminds
That's a good
me.
shout.
It's like the way I describe it is if Tim Burton and R.L. Stein decided to get together and make a game, this would be their baby,
That's pretty good description.
and that's going in the
Because
review.
yeah, it's a horrendously creepy, dark, grim
It's
atmosphere.
really
I think.
dark.
Yeah, I think.
Dark.
I mean, it sets its stall out. Like you move through to the first room in the game, and as you walk through it, there's just a pair of feet dangling from the ceiling
Yeah.
and a chair on the floor. You're like, oh, okay, that's what this game's going to be. But yeah, like moving into, like obviously it's a fairly straightforward like puzzle platformer game.
Yeah.
And again, I'm probably 2 or 3 hours in, so not got a huge amount of experience with it. But do the mechanics open up after a certain point, or is it mainly sort of the same stuff throughout that they just use in different ways?
Yeah, it's mainly sort of the same thing. So you have a few basic controls, and that's pretty much set out in the first sort of few rooms, and then it's basically the same throughout. And the main thing about it is that the mechanics are simple, but
Okay.
it's how you apply those mechanics to the situation and your surroundings that makes the difference in the game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. One thing that I noticed when I was playing it is that it's very physics heavy.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is as well, you don't have to rely on the world's physics to get by. I think it's very much like Inside or Limbo in that sense, where if you've got a puzzle, you can. I think Inside's probably the best comparison, because Inside was one of those games where I looked at it and thought, right, there are a lot of points in here where I'm figuring out, or I can see what I need to do with the puzzle. I just need
Yeah.
to, I need to work out how to get to that stage. And Little Nightmares certainly seems to have some of those elements where I'll be in a room and then all of a sudden something will click and I'll go like, oh, that's what I need to do now.
Yeah, it's fairly easy. I mean, obviously you have to take in your surroundings, but it is very clear when you look around the room what you have to do, or oh, there's a hole there, I need to go through that, or oh, this looks like that can move, or oh, if I interact with that, that's probably going to help me out somehow. There are times where you don't really know what to do, especially when you're trying to run away from creepy crawly hands and you don't know what's ahead, and there are many moments as well where you have to run for your life, and
Oh yeah.
my heart's been going overdrive, like freaking out, and there are those points where you just don't know what's ahead, what you're going to have to do, where you can run and hide. So there's a good mix of being able to easily see what you can do and then figuring out how you do it, and then just not having a clue.
Yeah, no, that's probably fair. I think one thing that I I wouldn't say struggled with so far, but one thing that I think could possibly be a little bit better is the checkpointing.
Yeah.
There's been a few moments where I've gone back a little bit further than I would have ideally liked to have done.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think overall, we've both come to the same conclusion that we both really like it, despite the fact it is possibly one of the most atmospheric and genuinely creepy games that I've probably ever played.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Sure.
I mean, the sound design.
Oh,
the sound design is phenomenal.
The sound makes it. I mean, in regards to sounds, there's not a huge soundtrack. There's not, amazing scores. But I mean, it's relatively quiet for the most part, which just makes it that much creepier. That there's no sound, but all of a sudden there's a creak in the floorboard, and it's like, oh my God, please don't hear that. And it's those little sounds and that ambience that just makes it. And then when there is a score, it's usually like a children's musical toy chime, and that, for me, I just find that stuff creepy.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing sinister about that at all. It's just, no, it's genuinely fucking terrifying. So yeah, I think we're both in agreement that The Little Nightmares is a game that should be played.
Even if it's
it's one that it flagged up on my radar when we played it at Gamescom last year. I think that's where it got announced as well.
Yeah.
And it was a game where we played it and thought, this is gonna be something different and something interesting.
It's very special.
Yeah, it's got something about it that I've wanted to keep tabs on this for a while. So
yeah,
the fact that it's finally here, it's a really good thing, and I'm genuinely thrilled at how it's turned out, because ultimately, like I said, we've both really enjoyed it. And if you want to get involved with it, I think the standard version's £15.
It's $19.99 for this.
Sorry, yes, that's right, $19.99 on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and the special edition, which comes with a figure of 6, the character,
and the soundtrack.
Yeah, is £30. So, yeah, if you like what you see in the video footage, there's probably something wrong with you, because it's really creepy. But like the character designs, everything about it just screams like, they're really well done. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to see one of those in my house.
No, or under the bed, or in the cupboard, or in the board. Oh.
So yeah, that is Little Nightmares. What have you given it, Deb?
I am giving it a 9 out of 10.
Solid 9 out of 10. It's a very good game, and yeah, people should check it out.
Go buy it.
Excellent. If you have enjoyed this, please make sure to like, share, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you for the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.